Now I'm trying to find a way for happiness, or find a way to eliminate this pain that I was feeling, this guilt and shame and all this. I was trying to do it on my own because I already put God on the shelf, because I said to God, I'll see you later. I spoke that out of my mouth. I said, God, I know you, I believe you, but I gotta go. I'll see you later. So now at this point, I thought I was a hypocrite. Now I told God where to go. God's never going to take me back now, so there's really no use trying, because you always tell, well, a hypocrite is a bad thing, so I just consider myself a hypocrite, and God will never take me back, so it was just pedal to the metal. And so, well, I was trying to find a way. How am I going to relieve this pain? How am I going to get happy again? And so when I would come home for Christmas or the holidays, I'm from a big family, and I would see, my sister's married, my brother's married, and they seem to have a life. My parents are married. They have a life, and it seems like they're happy. So I got this bright idea in my head. Maybe if I got married, I could be happy. I'm gonna try that. So I thought, I guess it's worth a shot. So I went to my favorite bar off of Hollywood Boulevard. And the first cute girl that walked in, I said, look, yeah, I can marry her. Yeah, why not? She'll do. So a month later, I'm living with her, and a year later, we're married. She said black, I said white. He said high, I said low. It was a fight from the beginning. So this wasn't making me happy, and so this went on for a few years, and so now it was a very tough situation, let's put it that way. And I didn't want to get divorced, because if you look at my Catholic record, it doesn't read too good, So, but I didn't want another mark on my record as a Catholic, because you grow up Catholic, you get divorced. No, that's not good to get divorced. You're Catholic. So, oh man, and I was still concerned about how my family was going to receive me, since I was the Catholic. I didn't want to be the one to get divorced, but it was inevitable. It was inevitable, and as much as I tried to stay, it was going to happen. And so, my ex-wife, she wanted a divorce really bad. She wanted a divorce, but she wanted me to agree to it. So I guess maybe to ease her conscience, but she wanted me to agree to a divorce, and I didn't want to do it because I was a Catholic. So anyway, so it comes down to this day where I knew that it was going to happen. So I just kind of lost it. Man, I can't believe it's going to happen. I guess I'm going to have to agree to this. And so as soon as I kind of agree to get divorced, then she gets pregnant. So I said, now the divorce is off the table. I'm not going to be divorced with a kid. Another strike against my Catholic record. I can't do that. No way. I'm not going to do that. So I tried, my son was born. I tried to make it work, but it seemed to just be even worse after he was born. She just wanted the divorce even more now, just to, she just, claimed that thought I was crazy, which maybe I was, I don't know. But, so now, the divorce is inevitable with a child, and so that just put me over the edge. I couldn't deal with my record tarnished like this. It was devastating. So one night, after maybe endless hours of yelling and screaming. I snuck out of the house and I went to the bar down the street and drank till it closed. When it closed, I went to 7-Eleven. In California, you can basically get beer anywhere. I got a 6-pack of beer and I walked down to the train tracks. I said, that's going to be it. I'm done. So I'm on my way, walking down to the train tracks, and this is just a weird note. I don't know why this happened, or this is a weird thing that happened. As I'm walking down to the train tracks, this guy pulls his car along, and we were going the opposite way, so he pulls towards me, stops, jumps out, and I recognize him. Like, he was one of those guys, like they come up to you and they give you some story. Oh, hey, do you have any money? I gotta, my car's broke down. I gotta get some money for this and that, whatever the story was. But he tried to hit me up like a couple months ago. I remembered him, so he tried to hit me up again for some money, and I thought, well, I don't need it where I'm going. So I reached my pocket. I had like $60. I said, here you go. And he just snatched it out of my hands. Thanks. He took off. And I, wow. But I guess why would I think that I could get some guy off the street to care where I'm going? I don't know. It's just a weird note. But that was my last. That was it. So I went down train tracks, and I only lived like 5 minutes from the train track. Walking distance, maybe 10 minutes. You heard the trains all through the night. You get used to them, but there's always trains coming by. So I said, I don't know, I can catch a train out of here. So I went down to the train tracks, and I'm just drinking my beer. And when you're in LA, in Hollywood, there's so many billboards advertising, and when you're right underneath one, well, I don't know if you've been there, you know that there's just billboards everywhere, just for everything. There's advertising. And I was in the train tracks, and I looked up, and I was standing underneath a billboard. It is huge. When you're standing right under it, you look up, and like, whoa! Look at this thing was humongous. And I look up. I look up, and it's the Grim Reaper.
Oh, God.
Oh. He in the black cape with the sickle in his hand. It's the Grim Reaper on the billboard. And you know those commercials that say, "Got milk?" It said, "Got death?" Ooh. Oh man, I jumped up. Got death? Yeah, I'll show you I got death. You just bring this train right here, I'll show you I got death. I got death. Come on, where's that train? I'll show you I got death. Bring it on. Where's the train? I was ready to run to that train. I will show you I've got death. You don't think I got death? Where's this train? That was it. I was done. I'm on the train tracks now. I'm like screaming at this Grim Reaper on the billboard. I must have been crazy. Maybe, I don't know. But if any cars were passing by, there was this crazy guy on the train tracks screaming at the Grim Reaper. I don't know if anyone saw it, but the train never came. I'm just drinking. I'm fighting with the Grim Reaper. Come on, where's this train? You think you're so tough? Where's this train? I'll jump right in front of it. The train didn't come. The train didn't come. So now I'm drunk out of my mind. And then at some point I passed out, and I woke up. No train, still no train. And I'm like, oh, and I can see the dawn was breaking. So I said, man, I guess I better stumble on home before I get arrested again. Another drunken disorderly or something. I just, had enough. I've had the handcuffs on me a few times for drinking, drunk driving, destruction of property, distributing to minors. I mean, I was just out of control. I didn't need to do drugs. If I did drugs, I probably would have been dead for sure, because it was to the extreme. My purpose was to drink till I was blacked out. I would black